Hi, I'm Tom with Dennison Data, here to do another quick demo on the provider ranking system for one of the 10 most prevalent disease groups in America. And right now we are on anxiety, depression, and bipolar disorders. So at DennisonData.com, if I have a paid subscription, I can click login, and that will give me the most recent 8 years of data of CMS. However, if I don't have a paid subscription, I can still check it out. I can still use it actually for one recent year of data. I can click on Complementary Consumer Portal, or I could type into my URL bar, let's see, providerrankings.com. So from providerrankings.com, you could go ahead and perform a search for a provider, or I'd find the best way to perform one would be specialty ranking. Let's look under medical specialty. Let's look in psychiatry. And that will load a national list of providers that fall under the psychiatry category. We'll narrow that down because it's going to be way too many to sift through. So 21,008 psychiatrists in the United States, according to this, or at least ones who provide over 10 CMS procedures per year, or at least in 2018, since we're on the provider rankings website. So let's filter this. We could say, well, I remember the name Jacobsburg. And then there you go. Or these are dynamic columns. You can order them by clicking on them alphabetically and numerically, depending on what you're looking at here. And by rank, by grade, by composite ranking score. So I want to narrow this down. I'm going to go and filter by Zip3. You can do Zip3 or Zip2, which is the first three or first two digits of a zip code. Let's do 191. Actually, you know what? I saw one down there. I want to do 900. So that's Los Angeles, California, which that alone would be a lot. So yes, there's 175 listed just for Los Angeles. Let's go ahead and click on the highest ranked one, Fatea Farhadi, Dr. Fatea Farhadi, and they are 99% A+. So it's not a 60 to 100 grading scale, it's a 0 to 100 ranking scale. And that means that this provider is more experienced in these procedures with psychiatry than 99% of other providers out there. 1% of providers out there may be more experienced than this provider. So they're ranked number 13 out of 21,008 in the US, or 1 out of 175 for Los Angeles. You could click on either one of these links to show you a comparison between their peers in the nation or in Los Angeles. Office location found here. Billing and procedure summary found here. So approved amount by CMS for this provider was almost $1.3 million in 2018, which was a 9.75% growth compared to the prior year. 2017 was the prior year. And the billed amount by this provider in 2018 was $2,035,275, which is 1.57 times higher than what was approved by CMS for this provider. This provider used 7 unique procedure codes on doing 14,214 procedures on 1,447 patients. This chart to the right, amount billed and amount approved, that can be changed. This is throughout the years, 2012 through 2018. 2019 currently is available on our paid website. I'll switch this to patients. And that shows the amount of procedures done on the number of patients throughout those same years. Under the chart, patient demographics and risk profile, whether or not this provider accepts Medicare, the gender of the provider, RUCA, or rural to urban commuting area code, in this case 1. If you click on this, it'll give you an explanation of what each number stands for. Urban, so 1 is urban. The type is individual provider, not a group practice. Average age of patients, 77, 57% female, 36% white, and so on. Top 5 comorbid conditions. The paid website has the top 15 procedures for top 15 comorbid conditions treated by the provider. Here on the providerrankings.com, we have the top 5 comorbid conditions. Average risk score of patients, 3.4777. 1 would be average, over 1.5 means this provider accepts high-risk patients. So 3.4777 is certainly high risk. Top procedures performed by this provider in the year 2018. This is also a dynamic, these are columns are dynamic, you can sort alphabetically and numerically if you'd like. But lots of green here. Certainly the top 25% provider and number 1 in the number of cases here. High ranked provider. So HCPCS code, the description, location, approved amount, the growth compared to the prior year, billed the amount times what they were, what did they bill? They billed 1.42 times what they were approved in this case. Number of procedures, how many times was that a repeat on the same patient? In the US, how that procedure, how experienced are they in this procedure compared to their peers? And then the Zip3 900 in this case, how do they rank to their peers, compare to their peers? You could also filter any of these also, just like on the other list. Beneath this list, there's an explanation of some columns, like composite ranking score, how that grade is reached, or how that score is reached, I should say, and then the grade, how the grade falls into where the numbers lie. Location and how that's defined. F would be facility. O would be non-facility, or like an office. I'm Tom with Denison Data. This is the provider ranking system. Thanks for your time. See you next time.